Welcome back. This is Sean's Take on Things. My name is Sean Redmond. I am your host. Today, my take is on Kaos, Episode 5. This is your spoiler warning. Also, I will use clips from the show, as is allowed by the fair use provision of the copyright laws. So this episode opens with Prometheus telling us that the plan is coming together to topple Zeus. And he also gives us his backstory, or some of his backstory. And we see him before he was bound to the rock in his secret hideout. And one of the fates, Atropos, I believe. Let me know in the comments how you're supposed to say that one. Does tell Prometheus that not only does he have to kill the person he trusts the most, he also has to submit to Zeus's punishment and regain Zeus's trust. Only if those two things happen will Prometheus be able to overthrow Zeus. And of course, the person that Prometheus trusts the most is Charon. I believe in the previous video for episode 4, I mispronounced Charon's name as Sharon. Sorry about that. My bad. And I did it for the whole show. I didn't realize it until this one that I had used the wrong one. Anyway, we all make mistakes. That guy. And then we see, of course, Prometheus tell Charon that he'll someday have to keep safe the person with the mark. And Charon says, what does that mean? He said, just swear that you'll keep them safe. And he swears. And as soon as he swears, Prometheus kills him and sends him to the underworld. Okay. So Charon is according to Greek mythology, and we are mixing up some Greek and Roman mythology together and making some stuff up completely. But it is just mythology, so it doesn't bother me. But Charon from Greek mythology is the ferryman who ferries people across the river Styx. And I knew there was a ferryman that did that, which is why I was surprised to see the cruise ship transporting Eurydice and everybody across the river. But I guess there's both. Because of the volume of people that have to go through the frame, they had to upgrade the ferryman's ability, I guess. So that's where Charon went. So the Furies have kidnapped Ari. And Ari is scared because she thinks that she can only see the Furies because they're there to extract justice or inflict justice or however you want to say that. And they tell her that no, they're not there to harm her. They're there for her to learn the truth. And when she asks what truth, they show her that Daedalus is in fact a prisoner of her father, not just a servant of the household. She doesn't want to believe these things. The Furies remind her, that Dad lied about not going to hurt the Trojan 7. Said he wouldn't hurt them and then killed them. They send her home to talk to Daedalus, which she does. She goes and she finds him and asks if he's a prisoner. And while he downplays it, that it's no big deal, it turns out that he is, in fact, a prisoner of her father. And then she asks him the important question, did he kill Glaucus, her brother, and not her in their sleep like she's been told? And Daedalus admits the truth. Glaucus is not dead. He is, in fact, the Minotaur in the labyrinth. So to Olympus, and Zeus having begun his 2-part war on humanity to bring them to heel, he is watching the natural disasters he has wrought on the humans on his television. The gods monitor the humans on television, or what looks like to us to be a television. And he's just so pleased with himself. He's so happy to be doing godlike things again, or what he perceives as godlike things again. He ducks into, while he's doing that, we cut to Poseidon's yacht where he is actively having sex with Hera. And he says, you should have married me. And she says, well, if I'd have married you, I'd be having this affair with Zeus. At least she understands who she is. that, it doesn't matter which pawn is on the board. We see Zeus duck into Hera's chapel, where she has all the drawers that hold all of the tongues of all of the Tacitus. And he begins listening to the confessions of mankind, humanity, to see if they're, praying to the gods. Are they turning in the right direction because of Zeus's punishment of them? And he overhears Hera having an affair, having sex. So of course, when so Zeus goes and gets one of the Tacitas. I think that's the way you say it. If you can tell me how to say that word Tacita, whether that's the Hera's priestesses without the tongues, let me know in the comments how you properly say that. So Zeus goes and gets one and interrogates her about what else Hera is hiding. The Tacita says nothing, because no tongue, but doesn't give away any information, and Zeus kills her. When Hera returns to Olympus, she's of course a little angry that Zeus has killed one of her maidens. Zeus accuses her of plotting against him. She of course talks him down and brings him back to reality. Zeus tries again to find the one that gave him the sound of Hera having the affair, but he can't find it. After their argument and Zeus calms down and leaves, Hera does cradle the body of the Tacita that was murdered. And we hear Prometheus in the voiceover of Hera holding the Tacita. We hear Prometheus say, all actions have consequences. So I guess we're to believe that in killing the Tacita, Zeus has pushed Hera further away from him, and now probably against him more than ever. We do travel to the underworld to see Hades, and he wanders past in the nothing all of the dead bodies that had gone through the frame. Eurydice and Kaos are following behind him, having realized that all of these people are the people that had gone through the frame. You're supposed to go through the frame to renew, to be reincarnated, but you're just here in the nothing. Every time I say that, it makes me think of the never-ending story. Oh. So Hades finds Nax hiding in the nothing. And we're really not clear why those guards or whoever they were that found Nax threw him down into the nothing. He's not, even Hades says you're not supposed to be here. And then Hades removes Nax's soul. Nax screams. Eurydice collapses. Kaos is unaffected. Hades laments, what have I done? As he looks at all the people in the nothing. And we hear Prometheus's voice again in the voiceover that Hades has done what Zeus told him to do. And that is Hades' tragedy. Kaos and Eurydice have to undo what Hades has done, and that is their tragedy. Kaos, to wind up that little bit of the storyline, carries Eurydice back to safety. She comes to. They go back to their lodgings. We see for a moment that Eurydice may be contemplating going to Kaos's room, but then doesn't. We see at that moment, we cut to Orpheus waking up in sand on a beach, and he looks up and he sees Charon looking at him, and Charon says, "Are you ready?" And that's the end of the episode. So, so we found that Hades is not quite what he seems. He did not create a frame portal to allow humans to return to Earth in a new form, be reincarnated, or as they say in this show, renew. He perfected the way to extract the human soul. And if I'm not mistaken, that is what gives the gods their powers. So they stay in power as long as there are human souls to feed on. If I missed this, let me know. But I think I'm guessing. But I believe that those extracted souls are what makes up the meander water that Zeus is obsessed with. What do you think? Well, meander water, I don't remember meander water from any Greek or Roman mythology, so I think that's unique to this show. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm here for it. It's okay. I've been wrong about more important things. But let me know. So we have the beginnings of a civil war within the family of Olympus. Hera is not going to forgive quickly that Zeus killed one of her maidens. Everybody's a little put out that Zeus is killing all the humans because that's just, overburdening the entire operation. Obviously, Hades is having trouble with his role in everything. And I think they're doing a great job with Prometheus. I think I really do appreciate the fact that these writers give us credit as viewers that we're smart enough to keep up. And I like that how they're using Prometheus as the narrator, but also, we'll cut to Prometheus or he'll just glance directly into the camera for a second to say, did you get that? And I think the actor's doing a good job with it. And I think the show's doing a good job with that breaking of the fourth wall without it being sort of obnoxious. So that's it for episode 5. Boy, we're coming down to it. 6, 7, and 8 coming our way. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you think's going to happen. Unless you've watched it already, don't spoil. But if you're just guessing like I am, let me know. Let's have that conversation. But that's it for this week. I appreciate you being here. If you could, give the video a thumbs up. It really does help. And if you like these videos, consider subscribing because I think we all like the same shows. I'm going to start doing some movies. We're going to start with some scary movies for Halloween. So that's it for this time. My name's Sean. This is Sean's Take. I'll see you next time.